Welcome back to Scotty's Lifestyle YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be making some brown stew chicken. This is the chicken. I already cleaned it up, washed it with my vinegar, and I cut it small, just as I would cut the curry chicken. So you want to cut them small, you don't want to cut them too big, but not too small though. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be adding the green seasoning to it, and I'm also going to be adding some pimento seed. So I'm going to start by crushing the pimento seed first. And then I'm going to pour it on the chicken. Alright, so now I'm going to be adding the powder seasons. So I'm using Maggie chicken flavor season. I'm going to be using some all-purpose, say Maggie, and some paprika. I'm going to be using some Grace browning. You can use whatever browning you have or whatever season or spice you want to use on it. So I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of chicken season. I'm going to do the same for the all-purpose, and then I'm going to use 1 paprika. I'm going to add just a little bit more all-purpose, a little bit more chicken season. So it's 1 1/4 all-purpose and chicken season, and 1 teaspoon of paprika. Remember guys, you don't need to use a lot of powder season because it will make the food salty, or it will also overpower the flavor of the other green seasoning as well. So now I'm going to add some browning to it. So I'm just going to add a small amount, not much. So now I'm going to mix all of this together, but as I always say, use your gloves and don't use your hands because pepper will burn. So use your gloves. You're just going to rub everything together. Is it? So what you can do now is to leave this. You can leave it overnight to marinate, but I'm not gonna leave it overnight now because I'm gonna cook it shortly. So I'm gonna let it marinate for no less than 3 hours before I cook it. Because you need to get all the season soaked up in the chicken. So leave it to marinate for a couple hours, or marinate it overnight would be the best thing to do. But I'm going to cook it shortly, so I'm going to marinate it for 3 hours before I cook it. Alright, welcome back guys. Now I'm going to cook The chicken, it has been 3 hours now. It has been marinating for 3 hours. So I'm going to cook it now. So I'm going to get the pot ready and start cooking. So I'm going to just add the chicken and let them brown. I'm going to let this brown for a couple minutes. Then I'm going to cover it up and add the remaining season to it and let it cook. I'm going to let it brown for probably 15 minutes. I'm going to spin them, or to turn them. And when you're cooking brown chicken, you don't want to use too much oil at first, because the chicken is going to produce oil as well. You don't want your gravy to be too oily. Alright, so now I'm going to add the remaining of the season and add some water. As you can see, they are brown now and looking nice. So I just need to add the remaining of the season with some water to it. So I'm going to cover this and let it stay for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to check on it again. Alright, so I'm going to add some sweet pepper, tomato, Irish and carrot to it. So I have some yellow and green sweet pepper. So I'm going to add these to it. Also going to add some more water to it. So next thing I'm going to add some ketchup. I'm going to add some ketchup to it shortly. Alright guys, so you can turn the stove down to medium and just let it take its time and cook. I'm going to add some ketchup to it. This is about 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Some persons tend to add sugar to theirs, but I'm not adding any sugar to mine. And this is Grace tomato ketchup. You can use any ketchup you have. I'm going to let this cook for another 20-25 minutes before I turn it off. So I'm going to turn the flame down to medium and just let it cook. Alright guys, it's looking really nice and smelling so good. If you want to ensure that the Irish and the carrot are cooked, you just need to let it stay and cook. Let it cook slowly. And you want to have your gravy not too thick and not too watery. Something like this. This is it guys. Alright guys, this is the final product. So I'm going to have this with some white rice. So I'm going to plate it and then show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, this is the final product. Here you have it, brown stew chicken with white rice and mixed vegetable. So tell me what you think about this dish.